We just lost one of the biggest elkhorn thickets at Horseshoe Bend in Florida Keys, and we're seeing scientists come to action just this week to really react to these catastrophic events of how can we safeguard some of these genotypes. My name is Shelby Thomas. I'm the co-founder and CEO of the Ocean Rescue Alliance International. Ocean Rescue Alliance International is a marine conservation nonprofit. We specially design artificial structure for different biological intentions. So coastal protection with breakwaters, artificial reefs that create and replicate habitat like a natural reef does, where we actually will design structures to mimic natural reef geology to be more biofunctional. We also create habitat to help aid in restoration of corals, oysters, and mangroves, and really use it as a tool to design reefs in areas that might be in better conditions for growing or creating coral nurseries. In addition, we uniquely tie in art as a way to connect the public back to the ocean, creating ecotourism destinations that can incentivize municipalities, hotels, and coastal developers, and even individuals to invest into actually funding restoration, creating restoration sites in a very unique, tailored way. Today we're going to our Ocean Rescue Alliance 1,000 Mermaids Hollywood Reef site. And so the City of Hollywood created an artificial reef with us. We put out 25 structures, 5 of which has art. The remaining 20 are actually dedicated to biological habitat modules. So today we're actually going to monitor 1 month post-deployment. We deployed them on July 3rd, and now we're going back to see what kind of benthic and fish recruitment we have. So we consistently monitor all of our sites and also the different design types that we have, so we can really help increase not only the design and intentionality of the site, but being able to make the most efficient structures that serve the environment. So we're monitoring for different fish species that have recruited to this reef and seeing how it's doing after a month being in the water. We dove the Hollywood site and actually initially dove it the day after we deployed, which we were surprised. I always say, if you build it, they will come. That's some architectural saying, but that is quite true with fish, and they move in the night of. Today, we actually went out to dive again a month post, and we found immense biodiversity. We had large angelfish and actually a moray eel, some small juvenile fish. So that was really encouraging to see just how lively the sites become in just a matter of a month. And we see a lot of algae recruitment, but we're also going to be looking for some of the benthic species that come in between the 2 and 6 month mark, where we'll see sponges and corals recruit. And actually all of these artificial reefs are equipped with our coral locks, which is that threaded frag plug. So we have intentions to actually outplant corals on these structures eventually. And there are a few art pieces down there, and those are mostly just for more of a tourism draw and awareness, but this site was specifically designed more to create habitat for marine life and be another offshore nursery for our corals. Typically we see corals bleaching towards the end of August, but we're just middle to end of July and we're seeing catastrophic effects. We actually had a recording of 101 Fahrenheit in surface temperature waters just here in Miami Beach the other day. We just lost one of the biggest elkhorn thickets at Horseshoe Bend in Florida Keys, and we're seeing scientists come to action just this week to really react to these catastrophic events of how can we safeguard some of these genotypes. So now is more than ever needed to take action in restoration, and really what we're trying to do, not only as an organization with us, but working with other entities and nonprofits and universities to react to this, and how can we do something that's sustainable in doing restoration and safeguard these species. And we really, again, see artificial reefs as a tool to this problem, where we can actually relocate corals in areas that might be in better growing conditions if there's no reefs existent. So we're hoping to be able to help accommodate in that sense, but it's a very challenging time and we need to take action now. We really want to thank the International Seakeepers Society for bringing us out today. We really wouldn't be able to get a lot of this monitoring research done without some of the support, so this has been really helpful. This was our first trip with Seakeepers, so we hope to have many more in the future. And one unique thing about one of the Seakeepers team, they actually brought a 360 video, so now we're actually going to be able to really capture that whole site and eventually be able to share it through a virtual reality or augmented reality where everyone in the public could dive the site from anywhere. So we're extremely excited about that collaboration and couldn't be more thankful for you guys having us out.